Okay, I got the red smoke.
Gun run, north to south, west of the smoke, west of the smoke.
Okay, copy. West of the smoke. I'm looking at danger close now.
Come on with it, baby. Give it to me. I need it. You're cleared hot.
Copy, cleared hot.
What do you think?
And now we're ready. We're going.
All right. What do you think? Open with a conversation starter card?
Let's do it. I have not read any one of these.
Awesome. Thank you for your enthusiasm and support. I really appreciate that.
Yep.
You are, as usual, a piece of shit.
I also haven't read the book. I just figure it's kind of what you tell me every day, so.
Do me a favor and just train your replacement. Okay. Normally I would have you cut these, but what I'll just have you do is tell me when to stop. You answering first? You want to do the first card or you want me to answer the first card?
I'll answer.
Tell me when.
Stop.
This is a quote. We're going to reflect on this.
Okay.
The how is simple, but not easy. You have the tools that you need. Failures forge you, but they don't define you. What is the toughest thing you're dealing with right now, the most complex?
I don't know. I guess.
I can tell you spend a lot of time deep in reflection about yourself and your station in life.
I actually do. This may surprise you, but I actually do.
Really? Given that answer, I would have put a lot of money on the opposite of that. What do you, when you spend that time in deep we'll just call it reflection. Let's not get crazy and assume you're capable of deep reflection, but what do you think about? Do you think about your future, professionally, personally, occupationally? What do you think?
Yes, future, professionally, occupationally.
What do you want to do in all of those?
That's the thing is I'm not quite sure yet.
Obviously, you're looking for a new job.
No, not necessarily.
Obviously, you're looking for a new job since we've discussed your support of the products that we sell.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Well, I think it sounds like I may be forced to look for a new job here soon.
Yeah.
Obviously.
If you are, you've earned it.
Yes.
This is a good quote. The answers, I think, to most things in life are pretty simple, but that doesn't mean that they are easy. Like, personally, what's a goal you have?
Well, honestly, down the road, I think I would like to go back to school at some point.
What are you going to go to school for?
I don't know, I'm thinking physical therapy would be cool. My cousin's a physical therapist. He really likes it. We train
with Thomas. He could help you out as well, too.
Yeah.
He's a physical therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the concept, again, simple, not easy. Just go to the school. It'd be so simple. And just go to all of your classes.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like...
Pass all of your tests, Michael.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Yeah.
Yes, simple, not easy.
Simple, not easy. Yeah, failures forge you. They don't define you, man. I really hope that at the end of my life, I'm not judged only by my failures, because I don't know anybody whose life would stand up to that optic of scrutiny.
Yeah, and also, I also just heard a quote. It was something about if you say you're shooting, it was like a basketball quote.
Okay.
I would rather be 0 for 34 shooting threes than 0 for 9 shooting threes. Because if you're 0 for 9, that means you gave up.
Where did you hear this quote?
It was on Instagram. But I think...
Sometimes I have hope for your generation. And then sometimes I don't.
You don't think that's a good... That relates to what you just said.
I'm not saying... I guess once you frame it like that, with a little bit more amplifying information, it can make sense. 34 meaning you've continued and you have more attempts. I don't know. I suppose I thought you were going to go in another direction with that. Any other direction?
Well, the thing is, like, because you say you don't want to be defined by your failures.
Yeah.
Right? But also, I think your failures are they're just learning blocks along the way.
I am working very hard to continue calling setbacks and failures, whether micro or macro, as tuition payments.
Yeah.
As you know, I have never gone to higher education, barely graduated high school, but I tell you what, some of the tuition payments in the most recent ones, pretty sure there's a doctorate somewhere in there.
Yeah, yeah.
But, I don't know which one would be more valuable for me. I don't know how suited I would have been for higher education. I don't know what I would have studied to begin with. But if it's going to cost either way, I think I lean towards, and this is not advice for people on how they should live their life, but I think for me personally, I lean towards the tuition payments in day-to-day life, just figuring stuff out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right, I'll pull one out of here. We will cut right there. Ooh, reflection. Are you overwhelmed because the task is truly impossible because you're looking at all of it at once? This actually ties directly into the business stuff. That, and again, I'll keep it broad because it's nobody's business but my own. But I don't know anything about business apparently, and I just mistakes are mistakes. And the first time I catch myself in this often, you'll find something and you look at the totality of what the potential total negative cost could be. And then that's all you can see, which is exactly how I was feeling for about 48 hours of crippling anxiety and staring at the ceiling. Perfect example, because you're looking at it all at once. And then actually this ties into the simple, not easy, and you have the tools. Just taking the smaller steps started chipping away. It was like I was looking at a huge rock, but then you get to have a hammer and a chisel, and it's not all going to go away. There's still going to be a monumental, obstruction in front of you, but you realize it's not nearly as bad as you thought it was going to be. And this existential dread of wondering and thinking and assuming that every possible scenario and outcome or choice that could lead up to that will also be negative and therefore increase the size and gravity of it. It doesn't serve you well. As somebody who has tested this thoroughly, let me tell you, it doesn't work. So those are both good. I like it.
Yeah.
What do you have for today? These are your episodes. What do you have for us?
What do I have for today?
Is today going to be an uplifting day or a funny haha day? Or are we just going to be Debbie Downer and look at the worst aspects of society?
We have a little bit of both here.
Let's start with the Debbie Downer and end with a nice funny haha.
Okay, what's the most Debbie Downer thing I have here?
That's terrifying, given your search history.
I would say, this one's...
You know what sucks? Is that it seems you have to find and search for the happy stories, but the Debbie Downers are everywhere.
Dude, they just give it to you.
And I don't think that's the reality of life. I don't think if most people truly viewed the type of information, or if you were to array them positive versus negative in what they see in any medium versus in their own eyes, I don't think that they would line up.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
This is probably the saddest one I have today. This was where was this in? Argentina.
Okay.
It's just a news story.
Oh boy.
Oh
my God, I did hear about this.
You did see this one? Yeah.
Barely. I didn't even want to read the article because I knew how horrible this would be.
But this isn't too in depth. It just kind of gives you a brief overview.
Yeah. Where's the main title? Where is that it?
Yeah.
Scroll all the way up. For those of you audio only, Michael has decided to open today with flight school pilot jumps to his death midair, leaving student to land the plane. Mm-hmm. Go ahead and scroll down a bit.
Yes.
First off, not easy to do.
Yeah.
Wait, what
do you mean? To jump out of the plane or to land it?
If it's a Cessna, the doors usually open like a car door or even vertically, but you still have to push that into the relative wind.
Right, and you're going pretty fast.
I don't know about
faster than a car.
Not always. Not
really?
At landing. It depends where you're at in your phase of flight. A pilot jumped out of the door of a moving plane to his death, leaving the student he was teaching to fly and land the aircraft by herself. Flight instructor Leandro Andres Bertazzo, 42, was found dead. Yeah, no shit. Following the incident, which took place in central Argentina on Saturday, according to a statement. Was on board the Cessna 150. Okay, so that's a tiny Cessna. Pull up an image of a Cessna 150 if you would. I'm just curious. I know that there's different models, but I'm curious if the doors, because I've flown in these, but decades ago. I'm trying to remember if they're a vertically opening door or a forward opening door. It's, look, okay. Go to the right, just the third picture.
Oops, sorry.
That's okay. You can kind of see it right there. See how they open forward?
Yep.
So even if you're in a slow phase of flight, I mean, have you ever stuck your hand out a car window?
Right.
So imagine being at freeway speed and just trying to push your door open.
Yeah.
Also, there'd be some indications, I think, for the student pilot, like, why are you unbuckling your seatbelt?
Yeah.
Why did you just take your headset off?
Yeah.
Why did you just say adios?
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of questions.
Yeah. Also, how much flight training did the student have? Because if this was early on in their journey, again, not that any part of this is great for the person who had to watch this happen in real time, But if you are at a place where you're barely struggling to be able to control an aircraft and somebody does that, they basically almost killed you too.
Right. Yeah.
And maybe
That's
other
scary.
people if you wad the plane up into somebody else.
Yeah.
The Flying Parrot, Cordoba Flying School. I like that name very much. You know, oh my God. The student said Bartazzo told her, you know what you have to do. Carry on. Before taking off his headset and seatbelt, opening the door and jumping out of the plane.
That's so insane.
Scroll down. I'm assuming, well, if she told somebody what he said, she obviously survived. Let's see here. Tragic decision. Opening the door of a plane in midair is extremely difficult. Yeah, we just talked about that. Explaining. Who compared it trying to open the door of a car traveling at 200 kilometers an hour, 124. I don't know about that. She landed the plane despite being in complete shock. I think that's a fair reaction.
Yeah.
The plane was in damage. Okay, so I would say she's a little bit farther into her flight journey.
Yeah.
Today's episode is brought to you by Ridge. Are you living in 2026? Is your wallet living in 2026? Are you still rocking the old school leather bifold, the old school leather trifold? How many cards do you have in your wallet? How many cards do you actually need in your wallet? Do you have more than 30? Are you like my dad? Does he have more than 50? It's hard to say. Nobody can count. If you're ready to join the rest of us in 2026, or you're looking for a unique, slim, modern design that holds up to 12 cards plus cash, you need to check out Ridge. They're made with premium materials like aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber. 50 plus colors and styles to choose from. All Ridge products have a lifetime warranty. This literally will be the last wallet you ever have to buy if you want it to be. And it gives you peace of mind knowing that all Ridge wallets have RFID blocking technology, keeping you safe from digital pickpockets with over 100,000 five-star reviews. Ridge isn't just about wallets. They have premium everyday carry essentials like power banks, key cases, suitcases, and rings, all built with the same sleek, durable design. No matter what you pick, Ridge has free shipping, 99-day risk-free trial, and a lifetime warranty on all their products. So for a limited time, listeners get 10% off Ridge by using the code ClearedHot at checkout. Just head to ridge.com, use the code ClearedHot, and you're all set. After your purchase, they're going to ask you where you heard about them. Please do me a favor, support the show by letting them know that I sent you. Back to the show. I don't know, and maybe this is due to lack of a creative imagination. I can't think of something or a series of things happening in my life where that would be the decision that I would make.
Yeah. Especially because it puts somebody else's life at risk.
I mean, who knows what that person was going through? I think it's fair to say it was pretty gnarly, and that sucks that anybody's going through that. And I guess all I can say about that is maybe that person was having the worst day of their life and they thought that was a rational solution. Regardless of what was going on, I mean, I just don't know anything that is not truly recoverable. It might take a lot of time. It might take a lot of work. But that's not recoverable.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you're the most mortified and embarrassed, whatever. Maybe, well, I don't know. Maybe the guys... You can imagine all sorts of relationship type stuff or whatever it is.
Yeah,
but maybe the worst information humanly possible is getting ready to come out. I mean, I don't know. I just don't understand the headspace.
I don't either. Yeah, that's that's just a crazy way to make that decision. And
yeah, for everybody out there who feels like you're having a bad day, which is totally real when you might be having a bad day. Imagine having that bad day.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's also super fucked up to do that to the student. That's a lot to put onto somebody else.
Do you think, I mean, I guess there's really no way to know, but do you think like their air traffic control can like guide her through the landing process? I mean, how easy would that be? You could have,
well, just because you work for the FAA or in a tower does not mean you're a pilot.
Right.
So let's, if we could hypothesize and say, yes, they had a really experienced pilot and the guy or gal owned a Cessna 150 of their own. And so they knew where everything was. Right. Sure, you could try to talk somebody through it. But at the same time,
you still have that layer of separation.
Yeah.
Of where you're not actually there to help.
Having said that, Nelson was over at the house not too long ago, forwarded me a flight incident report of an EMS helicopter where it was pilot. I don't want to misspeak, but there were two other people in the bird. I think one was I think they both might have been flight medics. They go out to a call, or they're on their way to a call. They get waved off, which I think is not uncommon. So they're coming back. Pilot has a stroke. And the guy who had 0 hours of aviation, period, recognizes that the pilot has become non-responsive and actually can't move. Kneels next to him and lands the helicopter. Now, it crashed, and I think he's the only one that survived.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how knowing, I needed to do small movements because he recognized that.
Big.
And, the collective, he's like, okay, down means we're going to go lower. So he's on his knees next to the person.
That's
he's not even in the seat lowering the thing down. He tree-topped it, and I think 2 of them died out of the 3. But, dude.
That's... Because, just from hearing what you say about how much harder it is to fly a helicopter.
Simple, not easy.
Yes. And then being able, with no experience, to at least get it down somewhat safely is insane.
Did I tell you the latest news? Since we're speaking about aviation at the coffee shop, we just ordered a full F-18 simulator.
Dude, no way. That's awesome.
With like big screen, the buttons, everything is in the right spot.
That's wild. Where are you going to put it?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
But the day that sucker is set up, we are going to do an aircraft landing competition.
Yes.
You're in.
Oh, yeah.
No practice whatsoever.
Yeah.
$25 per entry. Okay. You get 1 attempt per entry. We'll figure out a way. JT's going to fly out too because he hooked all this up. We'll figure out a way to like put it up on some TVs.
Yeah, so people can see.
$25 entry. We'll determine, I'm assuming there's multiple cables on the deck, so we'll have some level of precision or a score for it. Winner gets a $200 gift card, and I'll take him for a flight in the helicopter.
Nice. When does that come in?
Listen, we're at the concept phase.
Okay. Perfect.
4 to 6 weeks.
What if you just get an F-18 pilot that comes in and wins it?
Did I say we're at the shoot holes in the plan phase?
No.
We live
I'll wait until we're
in
at that
Kalispell,
phase.
Montana. If somebody hops in that thing and appears to be a ringer, they're going to catch a latte to the face.
So you just be like, no prior experience. You can't have any experience.
Let me see if you can pull this thing up, because I think it would be worth taking a look at. Hold on, let me find the name of the company real fast. It is... Did I already... Where is it? Why is it when you're looking for stuff that you want to find, you can't ever find it?
I know.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
That's not it. Son of a bitch. Hold on. And then I label my emails, and then I can't ever remember what label I put them in. You know what I mean? It's very
Is it Viper? Viper Wing?
No.
No?
Stop making guesses.
Neo Ingress Simulations.
I don't even want to talk to you anymore. What was it called? I've already misplaced where this thing is. Hold on. I'm going to find it. Go to Push Start Simulators.
Push Start Simulators. Okay. And then...
Is it actually showing up as a simulator website? Put it up on the big screen. Let's enjoy this together.
Yeah. I'm not sure if this is what you wanted, but this looks like...
That's JT's at his house. We are getting a version of that.
Okay. Gotcha.
But hold on.
That's crazy.
What? Hold on. Why? This is weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Go to skip. Top right. Because that's just JT.
Shut up.
Start scrolling down, dude.
Yeah, sorry.
Back out of there.
There we go.
Go to... That's not it. This is making people dizzy. No.
I'll see if there's an option.
Go to the top right. The little arrows.
Yeah.
Not the arrows. Oh, go to Shop Sims. God damn it.
Or let's see what this does.
Fly.
Fly.
Yep. No, I don't want to talk to you. No. That's it right there.
Oh.
Go up. Go down. Go down. That's the exact one we're getting right there.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so that's actually not like huge. I was expecting like a big box, and you step in like the little room, but that's not like. Why are you looking at me like that?
Why is there a big box? Look at this thing. Tell me that's not dope at the coffee shop.
No, that would be sick.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so that's gonna be in a coffee shop.
Can I just go in there after you guys are closed and just fly it around?
Maybe. Look at this.
That's
Mister,
really
you
cool.
think you could fly an airplane simulator? I think that thing is going to be awesome. It's got all the F-18 keys on it.
Does it move around while you're flying?
No, I talked a lot to JT about that, and he said that although that's a great concept, it's a bit much. There's a lot more things that can break on that. And I want this to be able to be for people to be able to use. So that's what we're going to get in the coffee shop.
Oh, that's cool.
4 to 6 weeks.
Nice.
Anybody who hears this, F-18 aircraft landing contest. If you've ever flown F-18s, get bent. You're not invited. Or you can come, but you have to declare your previous experience, and we will have a category for people who actually know how to fly.
I like that.
Because I want people who are like, what's this button?
Yeah. Who have never flown an aircraft in their life. Yeah.
That's going to be pretty dope in the shop. Look at that.
That will be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like.
So they made them. So that's an FBO. Millionaire is an FBO or a fixed base operation. This is the private aviation terminal. So they have these things built up for them.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. That's
I don't know
really
who
cool.
you're talking to on the headset. But then, it's basically people can, we're going to figure out a way so we can, whatever, like $5 for 10 minutes flying.
Right.
Thing,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
that's going to be cool.
There you go. That got locked in as of today. So 4 to 6
Hell
weeks
yeah.
from just under 4 to 6 weeks, because we're recording this a few days before Friday.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Cool.
You're welcome. See how we took that pretty Debbie Downer story and now we're right back
now
up.
we flipped it on its head.
We flipped it on its head. Now people are pumped and enthused.
Yeah. Oh, I have a question actually that's kind of related. Is it easier to take off or land an airplane, in your opinion?
Easier to take off or land? Well, there's Well, I would say take off.
Okay.
Assuming that all systems are functional in both, I would say take off because you're really applying power and you keep it on the center line, and at the appropriate airspeed, you slightly pull back.
Okay.
As you're coming into land, you're having to manage your airspeed.
Seems like there's a lot more going on when you're landing.
Yeah. Again, simple, not easy.
Yeah.
But as far as variables you're controlling, in my opinion, I would say it's probably technically a little bit easier to take off than to land.
Okay. That is what I would have thought, but I don't know because I've never flown a plane.
Yet. And I don't want you ever to have your first attempt with your $25 entry, which you're paying for yourself, by the way. I cannot wait to watch people just deck it right into the back of the aircraft carrier, into the drink, overshoot. It's going to be glorious.
It will be cool.
I think so too.
Okay. I know that you have seen this video.
Yes. I wanted to believe this is AI. It is not.
Yeah. It's
So the title of the video is Russian Soldier Thrown from Helicopter Gun or Gun Turret During Training Exercise in Viral Video. And let's just go ahead and hit play on this. First off, look at the reaction time of the guy.
And then, wait for it. He grabs the barrel.
I mean, can we talk about what would have happened to that man's body from the neck up? He would
not have been pretty.
Is there any way you can slowly move frame by
actually,
frame? Because I just want to see. I feel like, I mean, he ducked, but he didn't leave a lot of barrier. Get that thing once it starts and then pause it.
Yeah,
a little bit back. Yeah, a little bit more. You're not good at this. Oh my.
That was barely before.
He felt the heat of the gas coming out of that. Look at this. Let's look at my man's technique. So he's got a nice Western grip on the upper. Look at this light. Okay, I'm going to rate like 7 out of 10. He didn't have his legs together. His toes aren't pointed. But nice. He's going with it. And release. It looks like his shoe's coming off.
Oh my God, this is so crazy. It looks like it continues to fire for a little bit after he...
Yeah, I don't know anything about that weapon system.
It continues to fire for like
continue to fire.
Another half a revolution.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's watch it one time at full speed.
What's that?
Let's watch it one more time at full speed. Holy cow.
My favorite part is when he touches the piping hot barrel.
I mean, I've seen everything I need to. That is, in some ways, utterly terrifying, but yet also equally amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious, actually.
People will say there's no argument at all for having robots use weapon systems.
I would say this.
And then when you play a video like this, people would say, it would make it a lot safer if there was a robot standing there, or this was just a turret with a sensor pointing at something.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one made the rounds.
Yeah. I'm sure you probably, how many times did you get this? Yeah. How many times did you get sent this? A lot.
Low four figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low fours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's underneath his armpit. So he's well
It seems
balanced.
like he's well locked in there.
Started again from the beginning. I wonder if when he engaged it and fired, was it already at an angle? How did it spin him like that? Who cares? At this point?
Yeah. I wonder, do you think that's a rotating barrel? I wonder if that gave it some spin.
Oh, it's definitely like a Gatling gun type barrel, yeah. I don't think that would give it a lateral force. That just spins.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, the aircraft guys would let us shoot their miniguns from time to time, and they were already hard mounted into the helicopter, so I didn't really feel any. It was not really analogous to this because it wasn't
right.
Circular post, but
yeah,
they're pretty fun.
That does sound really fun. Do you even aim those, or you just watch where the tracers go?
You aim with the tracers.
Okay, I was gonna say,
and it's got the switch for I think one was 3,000 rounds a minute, the other is 5, and it's just burr-eat.
That's cool.
Yeah. Unless you're on the receiving end of the red beam of death.
Would not be so cool.
It would be a subpar day.
A bad day.
A real welcome to the show, if you will.
Yeah.
Wow, that made the New York Post YouTube page, in addition to, I'm sure, many other pages.
Yeah. It went pretty viral.
What do you think? So let's say you're there as part of the training cadre. Do you sit everybody down and you're like, listen, I swear to God, you bastards, if I see this on social media anywhere, and maybe for a week, you feel like
it was good.
It was good, but it only takes one person somewhere to upload this, and the rest of the world is laughing at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I feel like this probably isn't like an unknown problem that this happens. Like, you would think they would have some.
It's not unknown now.
No, definitely not.
There always has to be somebody first through the door.
Yeah.
Whether known or unknown previously.
Yeah.
We are good to go.
Yeah. Now we know.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I'll support a video like that. Nobody seemed to be harmed in the creation of this video.
Yeah. Maybe the guy that got flown off, because he did.
Let's assume he was okay. He had some PPE on, or personal protective equipment.
Yeah. They're good.
Helmet,
Yes. Okay. So I do admit I got fooled by this at first.
Oh, no.
No, not this.
The bison?
No. Did you see this making the rounds?
No.
It was a fake story. The only reason I thought it was real is because of this picture.
So for the audience, it looks like a man in a bison outfit who is bordered on each side or flanked on each side by what I'll consider to be a national park staff. Okay.
So the story was, it was like a satire news story.
Yeah, it says, just so you know, it says breaking and then in parentheses satire right next to it.
Right, no.
Just so you know, though, that's what's called a clue.
So I'm not stating this specific picture. What got me is Leah posted it on her story or reposted it or something.
Oh, no, it's my wife's fault?
Yes.
You're a piece of shit.
I know. And I just saw it and I was like, oh, this must be real. Because the picture looks very real.
And that brings up a deeper topic. How close are we to not being able to determine what is real and what isn't with pictures and videos?
I've already been fooled by a couple.
Most of the time you can still catch weird mechanisms in the videos, but I feel like it's advancing at a pace that is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I don't know that to me, I mean, direct warfare is scary for sure. But you want to talk about a volume of informational warfare where you could completely manipulate, especially if you just flooded people with that stuff in mass. Like, hey, just so you know, the East Coast just got annihilated by a nuclear attack. And for whatever reason, our near-peer adversaries flood social media with that. Mm-hmm. You know, people would be able to sort it, but like the panic and chaos that could ensue.
Yeah.
So I still like the picture directly to the left of that. Look at that man in the air.
Oh, the guy that got...
yeah. I heard he has survived. So that,
yeah, he
my
survived.
God.
What?
Is that a real picture with the lady next to the bison?
Oh, I don't know.
Here's the problem. This happens so much in Yellowstone that it is entirely possible.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I could see this is a plausible story.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, this is the same story.
Yeah. I want that story to be real.
I want it to be real too. And that's the thing, is I could see this actually happening.
Okay.
Which is why I was so easily fooled.
What's weird is you clicked on the picture of the woman taking the selfie and this came up.
Yeah, it brought us to this. I'm not sure where if in the comments somewhere. Nope. Okay. Anyways, even I can be fooled by a fake news story.
And other things. Let's leave the and other things on there too.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Okay. You brought that up just to show you that you could be fooled?
Well, yeah, and just to see if you'd seen it, and I don't know.
No, I hadn't.
Yeah, well, Leah saw it, so I thought
I will talk with my wife this evening about her propagandist articles that she's putting into her Instagram. This I have seen. Holy cow.
And this, I mean, I don't know the rule. Let's just watch the video first.
Yeah. I already know what this is going to be. This is the
Navy's elite Blue Angels are investigating this.
I don't even know if that's the lowest one.
Flyover during an event in Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, I think it is actually.
An arrival maneuver. One of those planes flew over the beach.
Yeah. Do they have a more outside perspective of this? Because I know a couple people filmed this.
Let me look for another perspective.
Well, they might have it later in this same video.
Okay.
The Navy's elite Blue Angels are investigating this extremely low flyover during an event in Pensacola, Florida. During an arrival maneuver, one of those planes flew over the beach, sending sand, you saw it right there, and umbrellas flying.
So this has now prompted a safety review of that pass.
Hit pause.
Tom Hansen shows us.
This has been an interesting one because I know that Pete Hegseth came out and said essentially there will be no investigation. I'm paraphrasing, perhaps he used different terms, but there's no investigation. Or what do you say? The flyovers will continue until morale improves.
Something like that. Yeah.
On social media. He may have said something much more direct to this. I cannot remember the regulations off the top of my head, but this is an interesting point too. So the FARs, the Federal Aviation Regulations, that is for civilian aviators. It doesn't necessarily mean that military aviation is completely immune from them, but military aviation does fall into a different category. Mm-hmm. Having said that, the Blue Angels have been at this for a really long time, and they have had quite a few fatal crashes. So I know that they have safety protocol in place. And whether or not you love the look of this or you don't, I think my question is, where does it land on the risk versus reward?
Right.
I believe that the pilot who made that turn, it looked like he was coming in and made a sweeping left-hand turn. I'm pretty sure that pilot has already said that he miscalculated the turn itself. So I don't think...
He didn't mean to go that low.
I think he meant to be that low. I don't think he meant to directly overfly the crowd.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's not like they're unaware of what is behind those aircraft moving at that speed with two jet engines and all of that associated. Today's episode is brought to you by Spartan Forge. I'm looking at it today on my laptop as opposed to normally when I'm talking about this, it's on my phone. Two very different experiences. As with just about everything, when you go onto the laptop, it's going to give you a little bit more when it comes to accessibility to deeper options. So on the far left-hand side, I'm looking at it's a place for your journal, the maps that you can look at, the intel. And, one thing I forget to talk about often when I'm talking about Spartan Forge, Bill, the founder of this company, let's just call it, spent 20 years in the practice and art form of tracking human beings. This is about taking that knowledge and applying it to animals. So when you come over here to this Intel tab, you can get predictions, you can get movement, you're looking at the weather, all sorts of stuff. The content tab on the left, you can check everything from the food to scouting to terrain, journals, trapping, all of those things. And then they have Cyber Scout. This is something you're only going to get on the laptop. And this is essentially an AI administrative assistant when it comes to everything Spartan Forge related. I've gone in here and talked about suggestions for ammunition caliber, for what animal you want to hunt, loadout, clothing, all of this stuff. You can put it right into it, and it's all correlated and boundaried towards your outdoor activities. Cyber Scout is an awesome tool. And then the battle map, which is something you can share between individuals. I talked about this last time. You can track everybody and share a battle map. If you want to, you could draw very phallic items on your battle map and share them back and forth. People like Bill would appreciate that. On the main screen, I'm looking at all the normal tools, the variety of satellite imagery, the topo, the LiDAR. You can change the contours. The administrative tab here where you can look at county or city, land history, agricultural, fire history, timber cuts. You can watch it change over time. You're looking at infrastructure. What do you want to see? What do you not want to see? Public land, BLM, federal, wilderness, state land, and access, state layers, private land, and slope angle. This tool is unbelievable. The slope angle is actually, I just clicked on it. It's a visual representation, color coding, letting you know what you might be getting into when it comes to hunting for whatever animal you're after. My wife just drew a goat tag for Montana, which is apparently very rare. This is the tool that I'm going to be using to prep for that, and I highly recommend that you do as well. Head over to spartanforge.ai. Give it a look. Give it a trial if you need to. This is my go-to app for the outdoors and also for aviation because of the tools it has available for me. Back to the show. If I could ask that pilot, like absent judgment, and just say, hey, if that had been your family on the beach, would you have overflown them like that? He would probably say, no, absolutely not, because the aftermath of that is people just getting absolutely pelted. Stuff's flying everywhere. The decibel levels, I'm not going to say it's going to make anybody deaf, but it's certainly at a decibel level that could cause damage. Mm-hmm. Having said all that, yeah, I get it. It looks cool as hell, but I bet he probably calculated to make that turn and stay over the water.
Yeah, okay.
As opposed to passing over the people. Yeah. And again, I don't fly air shows, but I love watching like the Thunderbird documentary and the Blue Angel documentary. The safety is one of their biggest pieces of concern because, like I said, they have had, I think it was the Air Force team. Those pilots are so close together that oftentimes the only person actually looking where they're going is the lead pilot. Mm-hmm. And I think it was the Thunderbirds. It was either 3 or 5 pilots that all went in together because they're sitting there. And again, this is me repeating stuff I've heard on documentaries. You know what a rivet is? You should, because you worked around aircraft. Yep. So it looks like, for anybody else, we'll call it essentially a screw, like the head of the screw.
Pound in instead of screw it.
Exactly. Yeah. But point being, it looks like it's something that's identifiable.
Yeah.
If you listen to these documentaries, they're either looking at individual rivets to try to maintain their position off of, or a piece of paint or whatever it is. So they are so locked in on that. Let's say that the lead pilot miscalculates the turn or the altitude. If they go in, all those other people are going to go in too. And I believe it was the Thunderbird team that had that happen. So there are a ton of safety protocols in place. Like at air shows, there is a safety line that they don't cross. Right? They'll fly perpendicular or parallel to the crowd center line. I think they do all of the maneuvers in a place where if something does go wrong, that doesn't happen into the crowd.
Right, yeah.
So it's not like safety isn't in their mind. Mm-hmm. And I think something like this, a guy hot dogging a little bit. Let me see here.
So these are just kind of the standards, apparently, according to Google.
Yeah. So this is the AI overview, which can be long.
Yes.
Or it can be wrong. The Blue Angels can fly as low as 50 feet, which is about 15 meters, during specific low altitude show maneuvers. Those standard flyovers and crowd passes usually maintain a minimum altitude of 200 to 500 feet, which that was definitely inside of. It was inside of 200 to 500 feet. And I don't think that was an air show. I think that they were...
Right, they were just doing a
I think they were returning back to base. Crowd flyovers. Under standard air show rules, the FAA approved safety waivers level non-acrobatic or aerobatic flight or sneak passes over primary spectator areas are generally restricted to a minimum of 500 feet. So, yeah. Oh, here you go. Go up. A notable low-altitude arrival pass in Pensacola Beach, Florida, drew attention when a Super Hornet dropped to an estimated 40 feet. I mean, so there you go.
That's pretty low.
It's an incredible aviation team. I can't believe that they're able to do and fly with that level of precision. Mm-hmm. But you know, this highlights again more than anything, I don't care. As long as we're talking about human beings, it doesn't matter. Human error exists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that could have been a 1/2 of a second in calculus error in the person's head, initiating the left-hand turn, and he does it over the water or he does it over the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
The flyovers will continue until morale improves. Okay. It's a really cocky thing to say. What would you have said if instead of it being a flyover, he had flown it into the crowd?
Right.
It's let's look at this risk versus reward. How about this? How about let the Blue Angels or the investigating agency complete that, and the Sec War can stay out of it until then?
Yeah.
Right? How about we let systems that are in place to maintain and ensure that aviation safety, specifically when it comes to demonstration teams like this, are adhered to? And I'm not saying this pilot should be kicked off the team. Again, we're talking about human error.
Yeah.
People have died on the Blue Angels team.
Yeah.
People have died on all the demonstration teams that I'm aware of when it comes to the military demonstration team. So accidents happen, but instead of it will continue until morale improves, like let's just put a pause on that.
Well, yeah, if this ordinarily is something that would cause an investigation,
let it happen.
Just let the investigation happen. We don't have to, the guy
Also, maybe it did, because I think that's what he posted on social media. Who really knows? Although I think he may have actually shut down the investigation. But if you're going to do that, if you're going to jump in from the top rope and do that into a system that is legitimately designed to not only keep the crowd safe or civilians safe, but the actual aviators themselves.
Right.
What's the point of having that investigative process to begin
if somebody can just say, oh, no, we're not going to do that, actually.
Just let it go. Just let it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
And like I said, the pilot, I'm pretty sure, admitted that he miscalculated the turn, which, okay, that shouldn't be career ending. Should it be career impactful? Yes. Does it need to be catastrophically career impactful? No. But let's acknowledge our mistakes and let's learn from our mistakes, and then we can actually improve and be even better at our jobs.
Yeah.
To me, that's what I think that those systems are in place for. So I don't know.
Yes, the Blue Angels pilot accidentally flew too low over a crowd during a practice, later admitting it was an unintended mistake caused by a miscalculated turn.
The speeds that they're flying at, that's probably a quarter of a second. You know? Obviously, when we are doing our low passes in the simulator, our turns will be pristine and crisp and always calculated. No, here's the thing. I bet you we could figure out what airspeed he was at, and the difference between that turn completing over the water and that turn completing 50 feet over the crowd is probably like
small. Yeah.
Of which neither you or I are going to be capable of doing.
No, definitely not me.
Yeah. It's a dangerous job. Have you watched any of the Netflix documentaries or the Amazon Prime documentaries? There's fantastic ones on both the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels.
Okay.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And you'll see, if you look at the pilots, literally the number one pilot, I think that's what the terminology they use, the boss. He's looking at everything. Everybody else, at least in the formations, they're just looking up at him and just.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Man, if he screws
so they're just
it up,
going off of him. Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah. That's scary, but also impressive.
And they don't wear G suits.
Really?
Correct.
So how do they?
The hook maneuver and a lot of practice in the maneuvers that they're doing to build up that ability to keep, because the G suit inflates. Like when I did that ride in the MiG down in Bozeman, I had a G suit on, and I've done about maybe 2 hours in the back of an F-18 on a ride I did in Virginia Beach many years ago. Same thing, G suit. As the G's kick in, you feel it. It's I'm going to say calf all the way up to hips, I think. And it helps keep the blood in your torso because it all wants to come out, right? Yeah. And the goal being to keep you conscious. They, because of the precision flying that they're doing, again, this is me paraphrasing what I've heard on these documentaries, even the inflation of those suits, if it were to move their hand on their controls, it would decrease their accuracy in their flying. So they're up there in just flight suits.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of practice.
They train to like keep the blood in there, or is there like a technique to keep the blood up?
Where you're like hook.
Okay, yeah.
And again, I know I probably messed that up, but I'm not a pilot, so
I've seen videos of people doing that. Yeah,
some good videos. I've never been in one of those centrifuges.
But it looks terrible.
I don't know how people don't get sick in that. I feel like maybe there's not a window, and so you don't realize you're like spinning around and around and around and around.
I don't know. It looks horrible though.
If we could find somebody to put you in one,
No.
can we put you in there till you pass out?
No. I will not go in one of those things.
Why?
What
if I go in first?
No. That looks terrible.
Have you been a pussy your entire life?
Yeah, you knew this.
Yeah, but we can. It's okay to not be okay, Michael, but it's not okay to stay there.
I don't think that applies to not wanting to go into a centrifuge.
You're just going to pass out.
Yeah. But I don't really want to pass out.
Also, I don't think it's a centrifuge.
No, that's what you called it earlier, though.
Look up what it's called.
Yeah.
Now I feel, well, clearly we're both idiots, but isn't a centrifuge what they use for science? I think that also spins, but what do they call that thing?
Jet pilot training, G-force training.
What do they call that spinny thing?
Training spin thing.
That's how I would Google it too, actually.
Yeah, it is a centrifuge.
Is it?
High G human centrifuge.
Michael, how smart are we?
Incredibly.
I agree.
Incredibly.
I mean, let's just go ahead and click on the video on the right there. G-force jerk and passing out.
Oh, it's on Facebook. That's dumb. I wish it just took us to YouTube.
Oh, yeah, stay with it. Whoa, where's this at?
Oh, that's...
Yes, see you later. Burp. Burp, burp, burp. Why won't you try that?
I don't even go on fair rides.
Whoa, that guy, the controller is spinning with him. This is definitely, look, hit pause. I don't even need to know anything more than that haircut. We're in an Eastern Bloc country. We are in
this
deep
is not the
into
American
like Germany
version.
/ Europe at this point. Look at
I don't
that.
know. Nick Green sounds like a very American name, though.
Let's hear some volume.
Yeah.
All the way.
Oh, why is that not working?
I don't know. Because it's not playing. I don't know. Those look like American pilots.
Yeah.
So I believe that's the hook maneuver. And not yet. Hold it. There's enough. Can you imagine graying out while flying an airplane? I don't think you would really.
That would be scary.
I don't think it's painful, but man.
Just to realize you're passing out.
I don't know if you do. I think it just grays out and you start looking through the straw, and then you don't really read about yourself in the incident report because you probably
flew into a mountain or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Speaking of catastrophes, have you and I talked about the Titan submersible?
Oh, I don't think so.
Because I am deep into that documentary.
They already have a document.
There's two. And they're pretty different. Spoiler alert.
I'm just looking up the implosion animation.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. The Titan submersible imploded.
Did not make it.
It didn't.
Let me see if I can just
That's the Titanic.
Yeah. Forward to the...
What do you got going on? Yeah. I can't believe that people were willing to get into that thing.
I can't either. Well, first of all, it's tiny, and I would hate to be under the water in a tiny
but subs that
constricted...
can go down to that depth are tiny.
Yeah.
Have you seen the sub that James Cameron built and took to the bottom of the Marianas Trench by himself?
No.
You want to talk about
he did that?
Oh, he's a full-on...
Isn't he the movie guy?
Yes. Dude, he's a full-on into that underwater explorer type stuff. Yeah, put in James Cameron Marianas Trench submarine.
Damn.
Dude, he doesn't play around.
Yeah, he really goes after
You know the
it.
difference between his sub and this one?
It wasn't shit.
Yeah, it didn't implode.
Yeah.
He lived. You think that other sub was tiny? Look at that.
So it's totally one person.
That's solo. He's solo-mish down there to the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
How do you deal? Well, it's obviously pressurized inside of the.
Michael.
But man, so you just have to build it really, really strong, basically.
Well, like we were talking about the Titan,
If you don't build
you
it,
don't
really, really
have
strong.
to. But if you want to dive it more than once, you probably should.
Yeah.
No, so there's two documentaries. I'm just fascinated. The Coast Guard did a full investigation, and I don't even know yet if they've released the entire findings. But in a nutshell, here are the findings. They made the hull out of carbon fiber, which had never been done. And just about anybody who knew anything about carbon fiber was warning them against it. And I think people were willing to get into it because they weren't, they had to sign waivers and all this stuff, but you only know what you know.
Yeah.
And if you only are given a certain amount of information, you can only make decisions based off the information that you have.
Yeah.
The decision to want to go down to the Titanic, and he was upfront that it was an experimental submarine, and he would joke about how it was a company that was founded in the Bahamas, so there's no lawsuits that are going to be afterwards. The founder was on the sub when it imploded, by the way. But the noises that you will hear in the documentary from the videos of the previous dives from that sub, you hear the carbon fiber delaminating. Oh. Do you know what term that the Titan people used?
What?
It was getting seasoned.
Oh my God. No, it's fine. It's just seasoning. It's fine.
I don't know if you can season carbon fiber.
I don't even know what that even means, to season carbon fiber.
I don't either. But man, in the other documentary, they talked about and showed they didn't show any human remains, but they basically said, so the end cap was a metal of some kind. I would assume steel.
Yeah.
But what they said was when it collapsed, the end cap became the mixing bowl. And they found a portion of his life jacket. It was it looks like, it's not inflated all the time. It looks like a U that goes over your neck.
Yeah. When
they held it up, it was rigid because of how much sand and other material had been compressed into it.
That's crazy.
And they found a portion of his sleeve, and in the pocket were stickers that were supposed to celebrate the journey to the Titanic.
That's wild. Well, and I remember hearing about, because I like kind of followed it as it was, it was like 2022 or something.
I believe so.
Hearing about people telling him their safety concerns, and he just was like, no, we're good.
The churn of their chief engineer, and again, paraphrasing, my knowledge on this is from 2 documentaries, so take that with a grain. But people involved in the design process, the engineering process, the diving process, the actual driving of, which was driven by a PlayStation remote control, by the way.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Which I think I'm okay with that because
honestly, if you set it up properly, not a problem.
I'm saying by that part, I'm like, good job.
Yeah.
The implosion part, I'm not saying good job to that. That's probably more of a bad job.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah. And I just, even if they offered me a chance to do that for free on a tested submarine, I don't think I would do it. It just doesn't interest me.
No, I'm not interested in going in a submarine, period.
Are you claustrophobic?
Yes.
How bad?
It's not terrible, but like,
how do you know you're claustrophobic?
Because I've just been in super enclosed spaces before.
Why?
And you know Lewis and Clark Caverns?
No.
So it's by Whitehall, I think.
I don't know what that is either.
Kind of by Butte.
Buddy.
Yeah, Butte, Montana.
Yep.
And they bring you in there, and it's actually really cool. But there's a portion where they turn off all the lights.
Okay.
And so it is pitch black. And I remember it was for a school field trip, so I was really young. And that was like, I was super terrified. I was like, oh shit. And like,
what did you think was going to happen?
I mean, logically, nothing. But that's why it's a phobia, because it's like, it's not logical.
But that's not claustrophobia. That's fear of the dark.
But yeah, maybe it is fear of the dark or something, but I don't know it. It's
Do you get scared walking at night?
No.
I feel like, in the interest of science,
yes,
we should get to the bottom of this phobia.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I have some tools that were used against me when I was in the military to test for things like...
You mean like being stuffed in a locker?
At SEER school, it's even... Yeah, they put you in. You can't stand up straight. You're on your knees. You feel it front and back. You have to really relax to breathe.
Yeah.
The hardest part for me was the person in the box next to me was absolutely and literally losing their fucking mind. And I was trying to relax, but I was crying, laughing. And so it was hard.
See, I would be the guy in the box next to you.
But okay. I mean, I'm not claustrophobic, so I can't say I understand it. But what I can say is this. His reaction to the box didn't make the box any better.
No. Well, and that's the thing is like, I know that it's counterproductive to be panicky in that situation. But
you're just
also,
you're just you.
I'm just me. It's also a phobia. It's like, it's not explainable.
Could we do some testing on this for social media?
It depends on what you want to do.
It's a yes, no.
No.
God, you're a puss.
Tell me what your plans are, and maybe
I don't have them yet. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have ideas.
You have an idea, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a 55-gallon drum?
Yes.
I think you'd fit in one of those.
I would fit in one of those, yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
I'm good.
And
I'll pass.
And if it's just sitting there and you're fine, we could roll it while you're in it.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Put it in a dark environment. Start filling it with water.
Yeah, see, that's why I don't want to go on the submarine, is because you're basically in one of those.
The one thing that both the documentaries said was that the implosion rate was so fast.
Yeah.
That it occurred at a rate that the nervous system of the human body, it was 4 or 5x the time of that.
Right.
So there was absolutely zero awareness and zero pain.
Yeah. Which is like at least some sort of...
I'm not going to call that good news, but I'm certainly glad. I don't want to see people needlessly suffer.
No. Do you want to watch the animation of how this happened?
Yeah. Oh, hit pause. Some people have said, and this is to try to help out the audience, just so people understand, I hear your feedback. We need to figure out a way where we can record the audio of the TV.
Yeah, into the show.
Yeah.
As opposed like this.
As far as the category of responsibilities that I'm going to put that in, if there was a you bucket and a me bucket.
I'll figure it out. There is certainly a way to do it.
Yes. How come you haven't done that so far?
You know, I just haven't really thought about it, to be honest. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'll figure it out.
What's a reasonable timeline?
If I'm really putting my mind to it, probably a week, maybe less.
Did you just say a week?
Yeah, maybe less.
Did I create some monumental task for you that is going to require you to go on a physical journey somewhere?
No, I just giving myself some room, you know.
For what?
Just in case it does take a week.
In case what?
In case I can't figure it out. What I think we probably need.
I think we
need
to
hardwire it in some way into. Oh, actually, we'll figure it out.
I think what we need is somebody who cares about their job.
Well, you have needed that for a lot longer than just now.
Let's watch people turn into gazpacho. These aren't even real people, so it's an animation.
It is an animation.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's not going to show it. Oh, there we go.
Damn.
That's insane.
What did the stats say? It was 20 milliseconds and the essentially, brain pain response 100. So I was off 7.5 times.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That again, not a good thing, not happy about that, but I'm thankful that that's the case.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, having to suffer through that would be terrible.
No, the worst thing would be you're down on the Titanic and somebody goes, "Hey, why is there water coming into this thing?"
That would be an issue.
Have you seen the movie The Abyss?
Nope. Why did you even ask? You knew the answer.
I truly don't know what to do with you. What else you got? I didn't even know. Did we start off talking about airplanes and now we're imploding submarines?
Yeah, I don't know what actually caused this.
You know what? Who cares? I love it.
Yeah, it's fine. Let's see.
What else you got for today? How long have we been at it?
We're at 55.
Yeah, let's do one more.
Okay. So this one, kind of funny, but mostly just kind of like a little sad. I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh, I have.
Yeah. Anyways, so this guy, he gets misgendered by a cop.
Yeah.
And the audience can see what happens next. So I think that's just the climax of it, basically.
Yeah. I feel horrible for a person in the middle of a mental health crisis like that.
Yeah.
What I can't say is I understand that ideology. And I've said this from the beginning. I do believe that there are people who, when they tell you they feel like they were born in the wrong body, who am I to say that that's not what they feel?
Yeah.
I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
I don't believe that a man can become a woman or a woman can become a man. Mm-hmm. I believe the stats on every sex change operation in the history of humanity, that's the same result. It's a failure. You do not actually switch your genomic profile.
Yes.
If people want to live their life as the opposite sex, I don't actually even think that that's anything new. Mm. I can't say I understand it. I can be empathetic to the struggles that they probably feel. But again, I fall back on, I am not inside of their body. Not here to tell you how to live your life. But that to me looks like the absolute peak of a mental health crisis / breakdown. And that person needs help.
Yeah.
And police officer, it's so easy to judge the law enforcement profession. And most of the time, the things that are put onto YouTube are things like this. But who knows where this officer or officers had come from or whatever they had on their call volume that day. That job is so thankless. And what is our expectation for the first person on scene, the first officer on scene? What is society's expectation with somebody behaving like this?
Right.
Clearly they need, and I'm saying this as a completely not a professional in mental health, crises, in medicine. That person needs help, just from an outside perspective. If I were to see that, if anybody I feel like were to see that, and you remove the context of exactly what's going on, but you see that type of behavior from somebody, I think almost everybody's natural reaction would be, does that person need help?
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't apply any judgment to that. You just see somebody having that level of a meltdown. Like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Do you need help? What particular help do you need? And again, I can't even pretend to say that I understand in any way what it would feel like to feel trapped in somebody else's body. But you're entitled to your own beliefs, but you're not entitled to force other people to believe them as well. And this is, so what's the expectation for this officer? Mm-hmm. Are they a mental health counselor? Are they supposed to be, and sometimes they're not. And actually I would say most times they're not, but they're thrust into situations like this where that's kind of what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They're doing the best that they can. From my understanding of watching this, the officer actually was trying to use whatever wordage.
Right. I really don't think it was on purpose.
No. But I believe it was a man, slipped up and said the wrong, and it just got worse. It's like, holy shit. Yeah. I believe this person ended up getting arrested.
I think so.
I'm not sure on what charge, maybe, disorderly conduct, whatever it may be. There's people out there going through it, man.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And like we said, I don't think this cop did anything like this on purpose, but it's just, you revert back to your practiced or what you know.
Yeah. And
it's tough to on the spot change your verbiage for something that's so natural.
And like I said, it doesn't matter what my belief is. I think you have every right to hold on to your beliefs as deeply as humanly possible. But I have no right to force other people to participate in my belief structure.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I have a reaction to that, that's not the person's fault.
Yeah.
That's my fault. Probably going back to simple, not easy on the card that we pulled.
Yeah.
But that's where I land. I mean, I don't understand it. I've said that from the very beginning, and I don't think it's ever going to change. I'm not in that world. I don't understand that world. It's, and just stripping out whatever the particular gender ideology this person may have. If you just saw that behavior, your natural response is going to be, does this person need help? Can I help? That's just what it screams.
Yeah,
I guess pun intended, but
yeah, this may not even particularly be stemming from any sort of like gender ideology or whatever. This person may just genuinely have, I don't know, maybe was just having a shitty day. Maybe
if I was in a grocery store and I heard something like this by the entrance, I would go and say, "Hey, are you okay?
Yeah.
What do you need?
Right.
Do you need help? What happened?"
Yeah.
I mean, that regardless of what may have led to that point, I don't even think that's judgmental at all. You're just sitting there like trying to have empathy for your fellow human being. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Anyways, yeah, that just and it's an interesting video for sure. For sure.
Who do you want to close it out with, Michael?
Yeah, I don't know. Have a great weekend. That's all I got. Very weak.
Incredibly unique ending.
Yep. You're welcome.
For the episode. All right, Michael. Until next time.
Until next time.